In today's video, I will show you how to automate filling out a fillable PDF form with data read from a spreadsheet. Each row in the spreadsheet will contain information that will be used to fill in the PDF and then saved as a new PDF. This is a simple concept that can be scaled up for more complex PDF documents. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at aipsolutions.tech or in the comments section. Let's begin. We currently have two files in our directory. The PDF template here, which is a sample fillable PDF form. There are various fields that can be filled in: name and address, as well as a drop-down menu for the date, some checkboxes, and some radio buttons. The checkboxes and radio buttons also have another option that allows for text to be filled in. So we will have to take that into consideration as well. Note the selections available. Our other file is an Excel file that contains some sample data that will be used to fill in the PDF. We have our names, address, dates, tick selection, and radio selection. Now in the event the value in the tick or radio selection is not an available option, for instance writing is not available as an option in the PDF, we want to select Other and type out that selection in the Other field text box. I will explain later in the video. Okay, let's begin coding our PowerShell script. First thing we want to do is set our variable names. We need our spreadsheet, which we will assign to our data variable. This is what we will read to fill in the PDF. Next, we set our PDF template. We will be using the iText Sharp Library DLL, which I will have in the description of where you can download this file, as well as our output PDF file path, which is where the PDFs generated will be saved. Next, we want to read in our Excel data and loop over the contents of each row. Our Excel object will be the Excel application. The workbook will reference our data variable, which is our data file. The worksheet will be the name of the sheet, which is sheet 1. We will automate getting the number of rows in the Excel document with this command. And we will start from row 2 because row 1 is our header data. So let's create a for loop that will loop over the contents of the Excel document. We will start from row 2 and stop at the last row that has data after each increment. Our name variable will be from column 1 in that row. And we want the text value. And so on. Address will come from column 2, date from column 3, tick selection column 4, and radio selection column 5. The output file name will be our output file path plus the name pulled from column 1 plus the extension of .pdf. Our dates will be read in as a single value separated by dashes, so we will do a split on the dashes. Then pull the corresponding entry to different variables. The day will go to D1, the month to D2, and the year will be 2, 0 plus the value and be assigned to D3. Now, when we fill these values in the PDF, we need to state where each value goes, and that depends on how the text boxes are labeled in the PDF. For us to see the names of these values, we run the command get PDF field names and specify the file path to the PDF file as well as the iTextSharp DLL file. That returns our values, which we will specify to fill out. So our name text box is labeled name, drop down 1, 2, etc. But if you do have the paid version of Adobe, it will show you a visual representation like this. So we now have a way to extract our text field names based on the PDF. Now looking at our PDF file, the checkboxes have unique field names, but there's also an other field name that can take any value in the input box. So to handle this, we will use switch statements. We will run a switch on our tick variable, which specifies the selection in the spreadsheet. So if reading is returned, it will be checkbox 1, which targets that checkbox, and the word yes actually instructs a selection on that checkbox. Walking will be checkbox 2. Music will be checkbox 3. And any other will be checkbox 4, with the text that is read from our tick variable going into the text 5 field. And we will just mirror the same for the radio buttons. We are utilizing iText library to fill in the PDF, so we will present the data via a hash table called parameters. In our parameters hash, we will have fields as our key, which will dictate which values to put where. So parameters will have fields, and within fields we list our field names and matching variable names. So the name field will correspond to our name variable. Address will correspond with our address variable, and so on and so forth. So once you fill in your field values and assign all the variables to the names like this, we also have to specify our input file path, which is our PDF template we will be writing to, our iTextSharp library file, and our output PDF file, which is assigned to our output file variable where we constructed what we want the name of the PDF to be. Once fields are assigned, we will call the Save PDF Field command with our parameters. This will fill in our PDF file and save it. We then close our Excel loop once we are done. We close the workbook and we quit Excel. This is how the code looks. Now let's run the code and see what happens. This is our current directory. So if we run it, we can see 5 PDFs that were created. And if we open them, they will have all the data specified from the spreadsheets folder. And that's how we can automate filling in a PDF form with values read from a spreadsheet. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. This has been brought to you by AIP Solutions.